We begin right now at 5 with breaking news.
All southbound lanes on Interstate 75 are closed after a couple of crashes involving multiple vehicles near the University Parkway in Sarasota. You can see these pictures. We're being told as many as 13 people had to be extricated from their vehicles. One person has been taken to a hospital as a trauma alert. Our Captain Al is live in Action Air 1. Al, tell us what you're seeing.
Hey, I've never seen an accident quite of this proportion on I-75 or anywhere for that matter. 30 to 50 vehicles reported initially. I-75 southbound right at University Parkway, so right at the Lakewood Ranch exits right there. I do believe when I was looking at radar on the way down here, there was a cell right over this little portion of 75 a little after 3 o'clock this afternoon, and I suspect the southbound lanes went into that, started checking up, as they said in NASCAR, slowing down, and then started to plow into each other as they got farther along. This accident extends from right there at the overpass up for another 200 or 300 yards, which is going south. You can see there probably are 50 vehicles involved, a lot of which are just stuck in the middle of it all and don't have any damage. But the emergency responders are numerous, a couple dozen of those, probably a dozen ambulances, FHP galore. So there's a lot of folks here that have responded. They've got everybody moved out of the way. And as you said, there were a couple people taken via the Bayflight helicopter. Since I flew that for 7 years, I know that meant there were pretty serious injuries, and they went probably up to St. Petersburg. But now traffic-wise, southbound 75, they're diverting you at University Parkway. There's really only one simple way from here, and that's to go west to Lockwood Ridge. Lockwood Ridge south for 3 or 4 miles down to Fruitville, and then get back on 75 southbound. So what is that talking about in time? I don't know. It could easily take you well more than an hour just to get around this little area. There's a lot of details that are still en route or coming to us, so as soon as I have them, I'll share them with you. But for now back to you.
All right, thanks, Al. Best to just avoid that area if at all possible. All of this occurred on the overpass at mile marker 213 near the Manatee-Sarasota County line. As you just saw from those pictures, traffic is backed up for miles, and the interstate, we're told, is expected to be closed for hours. Our Jacqueline Ingles is on the ground and joins us live with the very latest information from there. Jacqueline?
I'm on that overpass, and just a few minutes ago, Sarasota Fire Chief Susan Pearson came over and talked with me. We have updated numbers for you. Total of 29 people were taken via ambulance to area hospitals. 2 people were baylifted with trauma injuries. Now, I want to take you up close into the heart of this pileup. Take a look here behind me. When I got out here, the scene is very surreal. It almost looks like you're on the set of the movie Transformers. We have 2 semi-trailers involved. Right now, we're still trying to get an estimate on how many cars. They don't have an exact number, but we're hearing anywhere from 30 to 50. Now, we're going to go ahead and swing around here to this minivan, show you how bad this pileup is. You can see the door is off of here. An eyeglass case is still open there, and people are still being pulled out of cars just like this one. The scene you're looking at here, we have multiple fire crews still out here on the scene. As we speak, more ambulances are pulling up. Now, earlier we did get to see 2 people, 2 firefighters with the jaws of life, ripping out some people from their cars. It's actually still very much a chaotic scene out here for them at this time. And what you're going to notice here is that they're going to have this closed down for the next 3 hours, because take a look at what's on this pavement. It is riddled with everything from glass to smashed headlights. I even saw the console of a car that was ripped out and strewn. So you can imagine the amount of cleanup that we're going to have here. But right now I want to let you hear from someone who is actually involved in this pileup. Here next to me is Jim Foster. He's from the Sarasota area. He's coming up on this accident when it happened. Jim, tell me how this was.
Well, it just started raining real hard, and all of a sudden it was just like smoke, and you could see the truck squealing and spinning, and this guy jackknifed, and we were all just piled into it. It just happened really fast, and everybody was helter-skelter. It looked like a scene out of a NASCAR wreck.
Now, you're okay? We're not seeing any injuries on you?
But I've seen a lot of people messed up.
Yeah. You seem obviously very shaken about this.
Yeah.
Now, you said your car was not actually involved in this, but tell me a little bit about weather conditions when we're out here. We're actually seeing that the road here is very slick even now.
Yeah, it was a big downpour that came in, and just as it hit, everybody just, I don't know, it must be down there ahead. There must be a lot more down that way.
And how was visibility on the roads?
Visibility was very bad.
Well, Jim, I'm glad to hear that you're okay. Thank you for talking with us.
Yeah, I just hope those people are okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So back out here now, if you're going to notice behind me, we do have this semi-trailer truck. You're going to notice here what's being transported here is calcium. That Fire Chief Pearson told me this is nothing to worry about. This is a solution that's mainly used in fertilizers, so there is not any reason for people to be concerned about hazardous material. But for right now, we are live in Sarasota. Jacqueline Ingles, ABC Action News.
Thank you, Jacqueline. I think that gentleman said it best. Right now, we're really concerned about those people who were injured. We hope they're okay. And as soon as we learn more about injuries, of course, we will get that to you. Again, all southbound lanes on Interstate 75 are closed after a crash involving multiple vehicles near University Parkway in Sarasota. The Florida Highway Patrol says the interstate will be closed. This is important for you to know, for 3 or more hours. Now, while I've been talking to Al and Jacqueline, Jameson has been gathering some updated information for you. What do you know, Jameson?
Yeah, Linda, just from our assignment desk just a couple of minutes ago, they are telling us now 2 patients in critical condition were taken via helicopter transport to local hospitals. No fatalities at this point. There were 21 transports altogether, and now they're saying about 50 vehicles involved in this accident in some way, shape, or form. And as Jacqueline mentioned there, that tractor trailer was the start of this, the catalyst of this entire accident that you're seeing right there on live picture from Action Air 1. At least 30 people as well declined to be transported. So again, avoid that area. We're going to keep you updated on this accident throughout the newscast, on air and online at abcactionnews.com.